Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to episode 10 of Silly Goose Sports Talk. I am Big T.
And I am Skippy. And before we begin episode 10 of the Silly Sports Talk, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because it is free and it really helps us out since it is our 10th episode. Yes, I struggle. It would mean a lot if you guys could just subscribe or follow us. All right, so let's get right into it. So, as we know, last week you were dead. I had the podcast all to myself.
Well,
Skippy's Lonely Sports Talk.
you know what? I was at summer camp. I was at Camp Carlo in West Virginia. That place is absolutely amazing.
West Virginia.
The people there were absolutely amazing. It was the food was awesome. Everybody there was absolutely amazing.
I've had hot dogs 5 days in a row.
Nice.
Woohoo!
And what we did was I got to ride a horsey horse, and then I got to climb a rock wall, and then I almost drowned in a creek because my arms were
seems like something you would do.
Yeah, and then it was really, really fun.
Nice.
What did I miss, Skippy? How was your week?
Oh, what did you miss? I don't know, it was very lonely. You missed I think there was a pool party, but nothing really that big. It wasn't very eventful.
Type it in the hangout. Was this someone I know that I missed?
Well, yeah, it was your friend group.
Oh,
but we can talk about that later.
Wow, okie dokie. Let's jump right in.
Hockey. Yeah, you forgot to say hockey, man. Shame on you. All right, so we have Penguins in a bit of a surprise move. The Penguins traded away Jared McCann to the Maple Leafs for Flip Hollander and in a 7th round draft pick. This is the most likely deal to get something for a play in McCann, and they were probably going to leave unprotected in the expansion draft. Hollander was originally drafted to the Penguins in 2018, but was traded away in Kasparin trade last year. So I think that's kind of that might be good for us. We'll see. And we also have Penguins signed Teddy Bluger to a 2-year contract with a salary cap hit of $2.2 million. You know, the most I'm making per year is like $20. This man's making millions.
So who do they have exposed in the expansion draft?
There is Brandon Tanev, Jason Zucker, Zach Aston Reese, Marcus Patterson, Anthony Angelo, Sam Lafferty, and Casey D. Smith. So what's going on over in Capitals?
So in Washington land, Dr. Alex Ovechkin. Friday, Ovechkin had a preliminary hearing and was approved for his discussion and dissertation in front of the Federal Science Center, Sports and Culture at the Sports Ministry of the Russian Federation. His thesis is titled Comparative Analysis of Professional Hockey Training Methods in North America and Russia. So we got Dr. Ovechkin now. The Capitals have a lot of good guys that are exposed in this expansion draft. You got Nick Jensen, Brendan Dillon, Connor Sheary, Justin Schultz, Vitek Vanacek, Carl Hagelin, Nick Dowd, and Garnet Hathaway.
Yeah.
You know, it would really not surprise me if Seattle goes for Vitek Vanacek as their starting goalie.
Yeah.
Because Vanacek did so well last year in Washington when Ilya Samsonov was on the COVID list almost all year, the whole start of the year. Vanacek started it was at least 12, 13 games in a row, and he was absolutely on fire. And if he were to do that with another team, I mean, I do not want to see any of these guys go, but it would be really nice to see some of these cap guys be on the start of another team. I
Yeah,
think.
I agree with that. So
I
we
think.
also have a bit of more. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Oh, it's
What
all
did you
good.
want to say?
It's not. I was gonna go on another tangent, but
Okay.
let's stay on top. What's
All right.
happening?
So we have other NFL and other NHL. Sorry. We have the Seattle Kraken expansion draft, which will be held Wednesday at 5 p.m. Some of the bigger names are exposed are Casey Price, Jonathan Quick, Max Domi, and Vladimir. Oh gosh, Taras.
Taransico.
Okay, thank you. I'm bad with names. All right,
Ah,
so we are going to hop over to a basketball. All right, so we
look what
have
the
some Wizards.
Wizards.
We
So
Wizards name Wes Unseld Jr. as their next head coach. Hmm,
yeah, he
what do you think
becomes
about
the.
that?
That is absolutely amazing. He becomes the 25th head coach in the organization's history. West Jr. actually started his career with the Wizards as a pro scout in '97 and stopped in 2005. Most recently, he was a associate head coach for the Denver Nuggets. In
Hmm,
other NBA
that's a
notes,
great name, the
yeah,
Denver Nuggets.
the Denver Chicken Nuggets. So,
Yes.
also in NBA, we have the Milwaukee Bucks take down Game Five by a score. Take down the Suns in Game Five by a score of 123 to 119, putting them one game away from the championship after overcoming a 16-point deficit in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
As the day this is being posted, Game 6 will be tonight.
Yeah.
So
We'll
what's
see.
happening with the Fred Nats, Skippy?
All right. Well, Fred Nats are having a pretty regular week. We um we lost first two. We're actually playing in Lynchburg again. We have like five teams that we're gonna be playing against all year. So
Yeah,
we lost first game 5-7, lost second game 6-7, won the third game 10 to 1. Pretty good, pretty good.
yes,
We
sir.
lost game 4 2-6, won 11-5 game 5, and game 6, which was last night, we won 6-2 to 2.
Nice.
So that's pretty dang good. What's going on with
So
the Nationals?
with the Big Nats, they had a really bad week in actual games. The headliner this week was Saturday night on the third base gate. There was a shooting. There were three people injured. I'm not sure their condition as of now, but it was thoughts and prayers for all those involved in that shooting that night. And
Mm-hmm.
the next day they had to complete that game. The Nats lost like 10-4, but then on this they originally scheduled second game that the Nats won. They had Escobar had a walk-off hit to center field to win the game 7-8. I mean 8-7. So
All right,
that's pretty
all
good.
right, all right. We also,
Orioles, what are
oh
they
dear.
doing? Oh no, the
Orioles are
Pirates.
just being bad, but we can go to Pirates first. So we have the games versus the Mets won first two 4-1, 9-7, and we lost the game 3 7-6. So, and we also have the Mets are the first team to overcome a 6-7 defect after blowing a 6-0 lead the previous game. So that is what we call a noof.
So the Orioles are actually not as bad as it looks right now. They are 2-1 out of the gate from the All Star break. I don't think that's enough to save their season, but
No.
yeah, not even close.
All right, so let's hop into the new segment. I didn't even tell Big T about this, but I am doing Bet Dad Joke of the Day now.
Oh, what's this?
All right, so I have 5 dad jokes right here. I planned this. So, and we are going to decide which is the best. I think this is gonna be fun. All right, Big T, what did you hear about the deaf shepherd?
What? I didn't hear.
Did you hear about the deaf shepherd?
No.
He gathered his flock and herd. All right, so that's number one. Did you hear about the blind carpenter?
No, I didn't.
He picked up a hammer and saw.
Ha!
It's kind of like the other one. All right, so that's number two. One number two. You have number three. Initially, I didn't believe that my chiropractor was any good, but now I stand corrected. So that was kind of funny. What did the computer say to the other after a 16-hour car ride?
What?
Dang, that was a hard drive.
Okay, that last one was really good.
All right, last one. What's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted.
Okay,
which one was the best? Which one
Number
was the
5 is
best?
the best.
What's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted.
That is amazing.
Hey,
Alright,
that is wonderful. I need to
So,
mark this down.
would you
That's
say that
funny.
number 5 was the best? I believe that.
Number 5 is hilarious, but uh, yeah,
All
I
right,
think that was
so
good. That was a nice little tangent. Yeah, expect that every week, people.
yes, sir.
All right,
No, the
comment down
NFL.
below. Comment down below what was your favorite. All right, so we have actually nothing but training camp opens Thursday. NFL has not been very active.
Oh, I did not see this.
What?
For the Olympics, Bradley Beal had to be left off the basketball team due to COVID-19 health and
Yeah.
safety protocols.
Yeah, I was talking
No,
with my dad about that.
come on.
Yeah. We also have Olympics start on Thursday. And Big T, what sport are you looking forward to the most?
You know what? I'm actually not going to be watching the Olympics. I'm going to be out of town.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to be in
Really?
Ohio.
Wait, do I have to do the podcast by myself again?
No, but I'll be back on Sunday night.
Dude, they have so many sports now. Like, goodness gracious, I'll be watching, probably playing some video game.
All right.
Let's see.
So, what happened in the Open?
Oh, the Open. So the final major golf tournament of the year goes to 24-year-old Colin Morikawa. He is the second player in 25 years to win the Open in his first time competing. So this is his first time he wins one of the biggest tournaments.
That is really cool.
So yeah,
for
props to him.
Big T's NASCAR minute, we have some controversy. Lap 5, Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. fighting for the lead. They slid in the wet racetrack and they both slammed right into the wall. I mean, at the time, I was like, well, heck yeah, my guy's in the lead. But then later in the event, so they had about an hour or so, 2 hours of rain delay. And then when they got the race back green, this track does not have lights.
All right.
So thing was, they were fighting the darkness. They had to get it done before the sunset. So they cut the race off. They cut it short by 10 laps. There was a protocol where NASCAR would give the 10 to go at any, they could call it, they would say 10 to go. They could do that at any given minute. And there was still a little bit of light left at the end. And when they gave the 10 to go, that practically screwed Christopher Bell out of a win. I mean, Eric Almirola gets his third career win in a win that he absolutely needed to save his season. But because the race was cut off by 8 laps. And basically Christopher Bell was gaining a lot. And had he had those 8 laps, he would have caught and passed Eric Almirola for the win. And as much as I love all the people at NASCAR, that was a BS move. I am very upset with NASCAR on that decision. And we will be talking about this for weeks to come because NASCAR is going into its Olympics break.
Okay. Yeah, we have a lot to cover on Olympics.
Yeah, so I'll be chewing out NASCAR for the next few weeks.
All right. So we're going to go over to a potato of the week. All right. We don't actually have a big potato of the week, but we do have Washington Nationals losing to the Padres 24-8. Need I say more?
No, sir, you do
The
not.
32 combined runs was the highest scoring game this season. 24 runs was the most ever allowed by the Nationals. So quite bad. But with every down, there is an up. We have the sweet potato of the week. Our Stafford locals have our very own 16 to 18-year-old Stafford Warriors. They won the Babe Ruth Southwest Championship and are heading off to the Babe Ruth World Series in Alabama. So
Oh,
we actually
congrats to
have friends
them.
on the team.
Is that anyone we know?
Yeah.
Who's that we know? You can type that down. If there are people that I know, congrats everybody.
Yeah. So good job to them and good luck. So we
Congrats,
have the
you guys
silly
do
goose of the
awesome.
week. Yep. We have Jacob Stalling. Saturday night, the Pirates were down 6-0 going into the eighth. Entering Saturday, teams winning by at least 6 runs after 7 innings. We're 314-0. In the eighth, the Pirates scored 5. The magic happened in the bottom of the ninth when catcher Jacob Stallings hit a walk-off grand slam.
Well, gosh, that's pretty cool.
Let's go.
Congrats to
Let's go,
him.
Pirates. Let's go, Pirates. All right. So thank you everyone for watching the Silly Sports Talk. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you're watching on any other website, please send it to your friends. It really helps us out. And a little announcement if you're still watching. So basically, Buzzsprout, which is what we do for Amazon, Spotify, and things, in like 2 or 3 weeks, since we don't have paid membership yet and we're not monetized, the first episodes are gonna start getting deleted slowly.
But
So
we
if
will
you
stay on YouTube
yes, we're gonna be
forever.
stay on YouTube. We're gonna stay on Buzzsprout. It's just the old episodes will be deleted.
Yeah.
So just a little heads up to everyone. But
So Big T is gonna get a job.
as soon as we start being able to pay for it, it'll all come back. So
Yes, sir.
if you guys can just send it to your friends and we grow, and the quicker we grow, the quicker we get monetized.
Yes, sir.
So
And thank you
so pleased with that.
guys. Thank you guys so much for listening.
All right.
And
See you guys
yeah.
and make sure to eat potato pancakes.